Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey, you guys. I thought I'd do a fun kind of spooky Halloween read. Firstly, I was going to have this be a past, present, future read and messages from your spirit guides. And if this evolves into that, so be it. But right now I just feel like the premise should be what's coming in October for you guys. And I'm using the really gorgeous Alice in Wonderland Oracle cards. I love these. They're holographic, but they're very unique depending on where the light hits them. Sometimes it's a little hard to read them. So what I'm going to do is read the meaning for you as well so you can see, because you see where that beautiful shard of light comes down. But I feel like when it's being filmed, it's so amazing. So just quick update, you guys. I am still doing a few specials over on IG if you want to come over. I'm doing a love spread special. I'm doing a lunar cycle to lunar cycle, which covers a lot of things, and your full 12 house read special. So you'll see them over on my feed. And if you're curious, you can just DM me and I'll send you the information. They're anywhere between $33 and $25. I love doing these because then you don't get, like, oh, what am I going to ask? These cover a lot of things and I love to do those. So let's see what's coming in October for you. Whatever comes in, you guys, I feel like this time of the year is where people really shine through. They express themselves beautifully without filters or masks. They're beautiful in their authenticity. And I feel like now is the time to just glow and grow and push through to your next phase of life. And how I help myself with this, I want to reintegrate each day things that helped me the day before. So I write them down. If that walk made me feel powerful, strong, good, healthy, I reestablish that in my daily activities. Conversations. I know there's certain people on IG that I love to connect with. They lift my vibration. I initiate conversations with them. I do certain nice things for my family. They feel good, all of that, so we can connect with that. So I also have some symbols that you guys can choose from too, as well as your card number 1 is the Jade Dragon. And it's also impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, and fresh perspective. And I feel like a geographic and a change of position of where you are, maybe where you work, where you walk, where you shop can help you with that. Because when we do that, we have a fresh perspective on stuff, and that's very helpful. So then we also have the skeleton, the rhinestone skeleton, and then we have the beautiful no need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. We are the ones that can initiate change in our life. We are the ones that can say no, big emphatic no, no thank you to lending out my constant resources, ideas, or whatever to relatives, friends, whatever it is, giving people rides, doing favors. It's like taking your power back. And now what's happening cosmically is really great for that, because we're really feeling what we need now as opposed to what can we do for everybody else constantly. But we have a nice integration of that where we do want to help and be of service to others, but we have to make sure we have our oxygen mask on first and that we're well fed and that we're rested. And this is a time not only where we just don't keep going and pushing, but we stop. We have a big exhale. We have a new perspective. How can I have reverence and calm approach to this while also celebrating what I just did? Not just going out to produce like a maniac, but having a rest day, having a calm day, having a silly day where you just kind of eat and you watch TV and you read books and you just let yourself rest and reestablish that good ideas, right? My imagination and ideas are at their richest when I've had a pause in activity, right? And I feel like when we do that, it's very helpful for us. So now we also have the sword as well as the follow the white rabbit. Curiosity meets opportunity. So that's also when we're curious about the world around us, people, and it meets opportunity. So it's like saying yes. Somebody invites you out to do something or go somewhere and you say yes to it. No more fear-based mentality, just I'm going to charge forward and do this. It is that beautiful kind of full that's like new beginnings, spontaneity, joy, trusting what's out there, passion for life. And that's what we're moving forward towards. So you guys, I would like you to make your choice. We'll have a brief pause and then we will begin. And I'm going to be using these Alice in Wonderland cards for each one. I have the deck over on the right. We're just going to pull and see what comes up for you for October and any other messages. Okay, and we're back. And you guys, I would love a little 4-leaf clover emoji or a leaf or something if you guys appreciate these kind of themed readings, because I get all excited about them. Christmas, I love that, Easter, all of these things. And when I'm out, I have to be careful because I literally want to buy every store. When I'm in there, I want these crystals, I want these globes. And as you guys know, Edwards has been with me since my first October reads, and I get so excited because I love that kind of stuff. I love sparkle and dazzle and all the fun stuff. And these holographic cards, you guys, I'm not sponsored by anybody, but I want to tell you, I was blown away by these because these are like, if you see my finger, they're like a mid-size card. If you see my hand next to them, they're holographic and they're amazing. They don't come with a book, but the messages ring true to you. And I think I got them for like $10.95 over on Amazon, and they're beautiful. And again, you can see when you turn the card, you get all the imagery, and I love this style. So again, you guys, if you're looking for an inexpensive deck, head over there. Amazing. So you guys, we're going to start with number one, which is impossible things. And I love this. Some of your symbolism that's going to come in is monarch butterflies. I definitely feel carousel horses, rocking horses, horses in general, dragons. And weirdly enough, I feel like you guys are going to have a lot of beautiful dragonflies. I have to tell you, this one park that I walk in, it is like the apex of every kind of dragonfly I've ever seen. I'll be walking and there'll be like a little cluster of them. And you know how each animal has a unique name, like a murder of crows? I got to find out what a little tassel of dragonflies are, because it's really tons of them. It's just saturated with them, and I love it there. So working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, and a fresh perspective. So I feel like a lot of you guys are going to have a fresh perspective on your life, where you're going. And what I'm going to do too is I'm going to pull one of these because I love these. These are so bright and wonderful. So magical alchemy. Now this talks to, let me hold it up a little bit closer, innovation, ingenuity, curiosity, and ahead of your time. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to realize these ideas that come in for you, just because they haven't been done before, or it's a really new notion to the world or your studies or whatever you're doing, don't be afraid to go ahead and push through, because in October, you're going to have this wonderful, rich insight, like that beautiful high priestess energy of divine truths, sensitive to new truths and ideas that are out there. The right people, the right time, the right position, the right time, the right opportunity, the right door opening. And never doubt that you are meant to walk through those doors, that you are a high value person and you are meant to achieve this goal. Sometimes we self-sabotage or implode because we think, I'm not ready. If that door is open, you are ready. You can learn as you go as well. You can enhance your studies or your idea or your profession, whatever it is. You're just going to know, I'm going to be very innovative. I'm going to trust myself to have focus and follow through and carry through with this. So in October, you're going to have rich, deep, imaginative ideas, and you're going to be able to implement them and turn them either into a source of revenue and or a connection with a person you want to be connected to, communicating with somebody that you know, when somebody, I don't know whether it's just somebody who's famous, it could be just somebody on IG, somebody who is, that kind of like cause celeb. It's weird how people think, oh, I'm not worthy. But then when you talk to regular celebrities or stars or musicians, they are normal people. They just have, a lot more going on at times and influence as well. But they really like to be approached as another human being. So if you want to connect with somebody, just come at them in a really real, authentic, I almost said weird, in a real, authentic way, and they will respond. Like, I thought this too lots of times. Like, I just go on and I'll leave a message for Colette Baron Reed, and she gets back to me, and she's so earthy and calm and cool. And like, I was really psyched the other day, Gregory Scott started following me, and I really revere and love his work because it's really solid and earthy and grounded, and he has a wonderful take on, we are who we think we are. When we put our best foot forward and we go for it, it happens. When we doubt and we're fearful and we're competitive and stuff, we're not operating in our true self. And I've been watching him since the beginning, and I love that. And I feel like when you connect with these people, they just are wonderful, soulful, rich, deep people. So if you want to do that, go for that. Right now, you're going to be curious about new things, and you're going to feel like, but because this doesn't exist in this frame or reference, is it too out there? Absolutely not. Your deep, rich, authentic way of doing things and outside of the box are going to be bringing in some great ideas for you and some magical times. I love this because you also have the Ascension flame, liberation, a sense of greater purpose, and higher expectations. So you have a high expectation set in place, and you're going not only to meet that, but by doing that, it's liberating because you're no longer pigeonholing your skills, who you are, or what that label is you think of yourself. You're like, man, I can diversify all that I want. I can be a candlestick maker, and I can go out and make perfumes, and I can make jewelry, and I can build boats, and I can build rockets. Basically, you're Elon Musk on steroids. Like, you can do whatever you want because you do have a sense of greater purpose. And for a lot of you guys, it's spirituality, holistic approaches to life, healing, and you want to go out and spread the word. It could be on YouTube or other things. Do this. It is a calling for you. What's happening is you are being liberated from these earthly ties that say, oh, you can only have so much, be so much, or do so much. And the truth is, you can be absolutely whatever you want, however you want to be it, whenever you want to be it. And now you're like, I'm going, I feel the flame, I feel the fire, I feel my approach to life can be as rich and complex and diversified as I want. And I am not putting a cap on my reality because I am going to transcend not only what I think I can do, but pretty much anybody in my family, friend group, or even mentors may think. And I'm happy for myself. I'm going to go for it. And I love that about you, because whoever chose this, you do feel this depth and richness approaching you, and you are just walking through that door. No more doubts, no more fears, no more wondering if you need somebody else's validation or approval. Read this great thing one time that says the people that make the biggest mistakes is they rely too heavily on the word and advice of their relatives, friends, and educators. You are your best friend. You are your best educator. You are, your soul family. So go for it. Give yourself permission to go out there and win in a big way. And I feel like you're going to do this spectacularly. I mean, you're going to find clarity. You're going to let go of things that you need to let go of. So no more holding on stagnation or grief, and you're just going to power through, and you're going to have the authority to, and the power and the stability to do what you know you were always meant to do, fearlessly and free. So I love that for you, Group 1. Beautiful. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And if you want to support, I have a Patreon. All my links will be down below. And if it's not down below this one, it's down below my other 2 latest videos. It just sometimes takes a day for Ian to add them. But I'm loving this. Remember, impossible things. I love that so much, because we have to remember that we have to work through the disbelief. And oftentimes we just set these boundaries that make no sense for ourselves, but they're limiting. And now you're in touch with your limitless self, and you are ready to fly, and you're going to do it beautifully. So hooray! Again, you guys, my name is Melanie Williams. If you like, please give me a like or subscribe, comment down below. I do private reads and everything else. If you want to come over to Instagram, I'm sparkrist11. I can get back to you immediately, or you can email me at sparkrist@gmail.com. Also, you guys, it's like I have a whole myriad of specials going over on IG as well. I'm going to be listing some really great Halloween jewelry and some fun things as well. Again, you guys, thank you for your support. I love doing this so much, and I'm so fortunate that I'm able to do this. And I'm really stoked about these new cards too. I love holographic cards. I think they're so cool. All right, you guys, all right, my gorgeous Group 2, no need to fear. Sometimes we need to be reminded of this. Remember how powerful you are. This is about confidence in a way, not only that we display ourselves to others, but our own personal power and what we really think about ourselves, how we carry ourselves, shoulders back, eyes forward, totally in the moment, present moment. I operate and facilitate the best change and the most strength when I have present moment awareness, because I see the opportunities that are around me to reach out, to connect with people, to talk to people, to take care of myself, self-care, going for walks, exercising, whatever it is. But we are who we tell ourselves we are. So you are now starting to tell yourselves, you are amazing, you are strong, you are somebody that is ascending into a place where you're going to have clarity, and you're going to feel good about who you are and what you're doing. And let's see what's going on over here. Galactic vibration. Oh, I got to use this over here. Personal conviction, raising your resilience, and a direct channel. So you're going to be having this in play for you, and it's going to help you on an epic scale. I also want to choose another one of these. We're going to see what's going on. Shine bright like a candle. You will make it through this. So some of you guys, this does speak a bit of hardships, and this could be choosing your life path or a job. For a lot of you guys, I feel like it's your true vocation you've been struggling with. You may be trying to make it as a creative, and you've had some daunting trials. Like, I do not want to go back to this uniformed world where I work for a corporate place or I have to do this. I just cannot. It's suffocating. For some of you guys, it's that. And you're going to have a breakthrough month in October and realize, you know what? I knew if I just stuck with my creative endeavors and I had faith in myself, I would realize that I was going to make it through all along, and that I am more powerful than I ever thought, and I've got this. But I have to have personal conviction to follow my dreams and say yes to those opportunities, because I am in present moment awareness. I am going to trust. I am going to use my inner wisdom to know everything will stabilize. I have the power and authority to enact change wherever I need it. And now is the time. I am no longer going to work for any person, place, or thing that I don't feel like makes me sing, makes my heart sing. Are you doing things that provide you with joy? Are you putting everybody first? Because I feel like for some of you guys too, you know, you're caring for other family members, maybe to a point where it has sapped you a little bit, and right now you're ready for high resilience, a direct channel of light that empowers you. I feel like some of the things that reintegrate strength and vitality in me is to just stop everything, listen to some great reggae, deep breaths, and say, what do I want to do next that's going to make me feel good? And something will pop into my head. Paint, sing, whatever it is, contact this person. Lovely, wonderful direct channel messages are going to come to you in October that help you lift your spirits, bring up your vibrational set point to the point where you're very optimistic about your future. And because you're looking through that lens, successful things are taking place, because you're initiating change where it's beneficial to you. You're believing in yourself, your cause. You know you're valuable and worthwhile to invest in as well. Like, okay, yes, I'm a giving person, but I don't need to give to the extent where I feel drained at the end of the day. And I used to do this, like for my family, I'd go out grocery shopping. And if I only had a certain amount of money or a certain amount of time, I would always get what they wanted first. And then I would be like, oh, I wish I got myself this at the end of the night. Now I make sure there was equality in all of that and not putting other people's first, because by doing that you're saying to yourself, I am just as worthwhile as everybody else to have what they have, and now I'm going to seek those things out, those opportunities, those lovely connections with people, and I am going to shine, and I am going to make the most of everything. And this too, painting the roses red, covering up errors. So what we're not going to do anymore is trying to obfuscate or cut corners, and also we're just going to be completely honest and authentic. I feel like the best thing to do, if we had foot and mouth syndrome, we said something we didn't mean to do, or we were insensitive, all we have to do is leave those roses their natural color and say to somebody, I really want to apologize. You know, I was at my bandwidth, whatever it was. My coping skills weren't there. I'm sorry. What can I do for you to, you know, help facilitate change that you need? Whatever it is. I feel like you're no longer going to be like trying to cover up things and just have that quick band-aid fix. Like, you really want things to be set right in October. And again, with your bravery and your direct channel of light, the messages are going to come to you, because you also have light seeker, light quest, visionary, mental strength, and resilience. Like, you are absolutely going to have resilience to do the things that you want to do and set your foot on that path for success. But also the mental strength, where you go, other people, they may be pushy, they may be arrogant, they may be problematic, but guess what? They're not my problem. The only thing that I think about are the things that I let into my like mental space, and I'm not going to allow for that. I'm only going to allow in the good, and you are going to have these amazing ideas. I mean, really visionary stuff. You're going to implement them in your life, and you're going to be so happy that you did, because you're going to feel like you're going to recognize anybody's secrets, hidden agendas, or anybody that's out to manipulate you or anything like that. Just real clear clarity, change where you need that, releasing temptation, materialism, resentment, all of that. And now it's like it is complete passion and courage and discipline and vitality for you, and you're going to be pushing forward so eloquently. And again, you're going to protect your space, you're going to protect your resources. You know who you are, you know the direction you want to move, and everybody else better just get out of your way, because you're doing it. I'll give you an example. It's like, usually I need a kind of setup and a headspace in an area to do my reads. So when I set up and someone in my family is just trudging through, using the ice maker, if I'm out near the kitchen and just being really loud and stuff, what I'll do is I'll just hold up my hand, which says, just wait. And now they understand my work is important to me, and they will wait. You know, they'll understand if they were on a conference call or something, I'm not going to come through and start the blender and start juicing and I don't know, singing opera. people will start to respect your space, your resources, and you, which will be really, really nice. So that's you, gorgeous number 2. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. Throw a little comment down there if you like this. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate you guys watching and subscribing to my channel. And if you want to come over to Sparkwist 11 and get in on all the good specials and private reads over there that I'm doing, email me, whatever you want. All my information is over there. You guys are the best. I'm excited for you. This particular group, you're going to reach depths and understanding of yourself that were kind of hidden before. And now you're going to be like, you know what, I want to get to the truth of the matter. I know that these obstacles are just in my imagination and I can just leapfrog over them and get to my next stage. Absolutely. Okay, number 3, follow the white rabbit. I love this so much. I love just watching the holographic things bounce around. Curiosity meets opportunity. So you guys are going to be wondering about something. This could be something online. This could be a person you might want to date. This could also be some educational or something that will benefit you in terms of knowledge, learning an instrument, learning a language, whatever it is. I feel like you're really curious and you're going to let that door open up and walk through. And part of it has to do with your sacred space right now. Positive outcomes, clarity, lucky attraction, removing obstacles. And before, you may have talked yourself out of a good thing, just thinking, do I have the time? Do I have the resources? You're going to say, yes, I do. And yes, I can. I'm tired of feeling beleaguered and like I can't finish anything, because I feel when I'm doing this read, I feel like you guys start a great many projects, yet you have a little trial and error when it comes to focus and follow through. Like you have a lot of fabrics or things where you start crafting and you think, I want to make bags, I want to do this and that, and then you buy beads and you think you want a jewel, and then maybe bedazzling, just all these things that you start, but because you like actually the beginning of projects, you start things but you may not finish a lot. And I used to have this. I used to initiate like 15 projects in a week and be like, oh man, it would be anything from like making my own runes, making my own deck of cards, doing all this stuff, and I would just have stuff all over the house, but I would not complete a set of something. So then I realized, yes, we can diversify, but if we want a positive outcome in a plan or an opportunity, we must give it our undivided attention for a certain amount of time, have focus and follow through, then have reverence and celebrate the fact that we did that. Because that's another thing too, because some of us might just, we go, produce, but are we stopping to go, wow, that's some killer handiwork, that's amazing. But you're going to gain clarity on what you should be doing that will bring you joy, will bring you access to your greater gifts, and slow it all down. We're such a speedy society here on earth, like, oh, we should do this. If I do 10 things, it's better than doing 2 things. And it's simply not true. If we do 1 or 2 things with really extreme focus and love and care, it's much better than doing 10 things. And I remember, like in the day when I first started my channel, I was like, oh, I should do 2 or 3 videos a day. And then I remember feeling pressurized, and I remember feeling what would happen was I wouldn't have the microphone on. I was rushing through things, and I thought, no way, man, this is not how I want to go about this. I want to be inspired and feel like I have a lot of breadth and width to operate in. So do that too. That's why that 1 beautiful, simple project, 2 simple, beautiful projects after you complete the first one is much better than just trying to pull everything in. So with this saying is, you are going to touch on something, and then all of a sudden this vibrant, beautiful opportunity is going to be there, because you might be curious about something. I really want to learn how to, I don't know, do resin jewelry or whatever. And then all of a sudden you just start talking to somebody on IG, and that they're like, oh, I'd love to show you about A, B, and C. Then you end up in a shop and they have resin stuff on sale. That type of thing is going to be taking place for you. That lucky magician card type of thing, where it's like, you have an insight to go do something, it shows up, and you're like, yay, everything is a nice surprise. Faith, hope, good fortune all coming in. Really good access to light and pleasurable things. And with this sacred space card, I feel like a lot of you guys, all you need to do is clean up your work area and your house and get rid of some of the refuse and extras. If you started collecting too much and your eye is drawn to all this flotsam everywhere, you need to get rid of it. And by creating a sacred space, it could be one little area, your kitchen table or something, where you set up something beautiful, a fresh big glass of daisies or sunflowers. Like, I feel like some of you guys love sunflowers. That's it. A beautiful crystal, one area that simplifies and is restful on your eye, and you feel like, oh, I love this area. And that will also be an area of lucky attraction where you can sit and harmonize with that energy. because I feel like the simplest process, the simplest wishes, the simplest directions help us the most, because I'm always saying I reduce to produce. And when I slow it down and I do less, I do better. And then I go on to the next, and I actually do get more done, and it is more beautiful, and it is more detailed, because I'm not saying I have to do 10 things right now. I'm like, I want to do one thing and I want to do it well, like this read. I wanted to set it up a particular way. I don't have any plans directly after, because I want it to be exactly what it was meant to be. And that's what you're going to be doing as well. So let's pull one more of these. So we have the messages for a rabbit. Service to the animal world. So some of you guys are just, you're pet lovers, and I feel like you are of service to the animal world, and I have to do something for myself every day for moonbeams. Otherwise, I don't feel like I had a really good, complete day. Because she waits outside for my company. I know this because she sits outside on one of my little railings outside my back window, and she looks through the window every once in a while. When I go in the kitchen, she looks at me like, are you going to come and spend time with me? And what I do is I go and I get my lawn chair, I go out on the patio or the yard somewhere, and I sit down, and then she just comes and joins me, and I bring her a little treat, and I pet her, and I sing her songs, and I talk to her, and she falls asleep. She feels restful and peaceful, and like I'm protecting her with that. And I love that time that I spend with her. So I feel like if you have an animal too in your family, just cuddle with them. I feel like you have a neat connection with this too, and we can be of service to the animal world. Every once in a while, when I remember and I need to do this, is to drop off supplies at my local pet shelter as well. Do you see a lonely animal that comes into your yard? I mean, I'm Dr. Doolittle for some weird ass reason. Every whacked out animal comes in my yard, a whole family of turkeys, every kind of fun woodland creature. I have groundhogs and crazy things. Praying mantises set up on my fence, and I talk to them. I have a kind of cool fairy realm of whacked out animals that show every stray cat in the history of the world, because I feed everything and leave dishes out. I have this one guy I called the fat twist Mochi, which isn't nice because my son actually made him, because we do have a cat named Mochi, and then he has this familiar that looks just like him, but a depressed, heavier version of him. He just moves and has this air of melancholia, and he's so beautiful. But I love him, but he's very fearful as well. But again, what can we do for that as well? I feel like some of you guys may be starting a local and community-based help for animals as well. And some of you guys may, speak up. I feel like some of you guys are very anti-fur, you're very anti-meat, a lot of vegetarians as well. And I feel like animals need our protection and love. They are amazing, wonderful things. And I went over on IG last night and I saw this animal. If you guys want to go see my story, I have never seen this beast before. It looks like a fox on stilts, and I was blown away. I actually forget what it's called too, but it was the middle of the night and I came across this animal. It looks like a fairy tale fox. It is like waist high. It looks like a dog and a fox combined, like a wolf fox. The most amazing thing. So again, you guys, investigate animal worlds. I feel like that might be helpful too. Animal spirits and animal totems have some remarkable gifts to show us too. So sometimes I go and I do some studies on that as well, because I'm really interested in that. But you guys, honestly, you have nothing to fear. Follow your curiosity in your heart, because you're going to be making some amazing breakthroughs, and you're deserving of this beautiful enhanced portion of your life. You definitely do. So you guys, love and light. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below as well if you need a private read or anything else. And if they're not below on these, they're on my prior videos. I've got to wait for you to come home and set them up for me. If you want to come over to Sparkwist11 on IG, I've got a lot of fun things. I do daily posts and means, astrology inspired, tarot inspired posts all the time. A lot of mental health things that I come across that I really like as well. So love and light to you guys, and thanks for all your support.